The Cheating Death Podcast is a satirical podcast containing objective and true information about anything and everything under the sun. We are not an attack podcast. We merely provide the objective, the undeniable, and the straightforward direct truth. We are not political nor religious. We are merely analytical and perhaps a bit litigious at times. This is the Cheating Death Podcast. On today's episode of the Cheating Death Podcast, we once again discuss the Mortal Kombat franchise, how and why it is such an absolutely outstanding franchise from all angles, especially if you take into account how much it has a tendency to troll people exquisitely well. We also provide you with a new top 5 list of more iced coffees. Yay, iced coffee. Giving you an opportunity to listen to a new joke of the episode, an all-new business spotlight, and much, much more, dear listeners. So, by now, you know what to do. Grab your iced coffee, put your feet up, relax. It's time to tell you how to cheat death. This is your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this is your Annihilation Announcement. Over the course of time, we have been subject to many media franchises, many movies, publications, books, magazines, mangas, tons and tons and tons and tons of different types of consumable media for us to enjoy. No one does this better than those in whom are the dreamers, those in whom have the visuals to really see what it is exactly that society needs and wants at any given particular point. It is a gift to have to know how people feel and or to be able to tell the very nature, the very past, the very sordid history of a soul within 5 minutes of meeting them face to face. But, dear listener, understand that you are creating this tapestry yourself as well, creating a beautiful world for you to explore and for you to ultimately identify within is no easy feat. It is a task that is lost upon many people, and yet here you are, finding yourself in a position of wonder as to what media should I consume in order to make my life a little bit better. Well, there is really truly no answer to that. Ultimately, whatever you see fit that makes you feel as if you are in a good position and in a way to learn or simply to enjoy yourself. We always look towards another option, another solution, as being the answer that we need, as being what it is that we need to identify. But truth be told, dear listener, that over the course of time, there are many things that we as people can do in order to make the media that we want, in order to live the visualization that we hope for. There are many ways for us to each go about this path. What matters is that we as people do what we can to paint the pictures that dwell within our minds. We enjoy the television shows and the media that we like to watch. We consume the news reports in the way that we consume the news reports. We listen to music how we want to listen to music. Really, there is no one way for you to find a way to enjoy yourself, especially when it comes to the overall idea and aspect of media. But, dear listener, there is no easy way and no easy answer to any solution without first doing everything that you can to create the picture yourself. So if you have a television and you have yourself an idea, start at the very beginning, because there is not going to be anyone who is going to be able to stop you once you gather enough steam. This has been your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this has been your Annihilation Announcement. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Guten Morgen, guten Tag und eine gute Nacht. Ist deine Reisende und deine Ausländer, deine Allesfresser, deine Cleric of Chaos. And today, once again, we get into the Mortal Kombat franchise and identifying specifically some of the elements that make it absolutely brutal to endure in the most benevolent of senses. Mortal Kombat, a video game that was released in 1992 by Ed Boon and John Tobias, a game in which was meant to very much so pay homage to one of the greatest movies of the 1980s called Big Trouble in Little China. The character of Johnny Cage is meant to echo the protagonist of Big Trouble in Little China, and all the characters within, the magic, the mystique, everything about it is absolutely beyond comprehension and compare. For over 34 years, the Mortal Kombat franchise has not only delivered outstanding, beautiful, exquisitely amazing opportunity for people to play new fighting games, learn about new cultures, learn new fighting styles with a heavy element of parody and a heavy element of comedy mixed in. Mortal Kombat shows that as long as you maintain consistency and you do your very best to keep interest in your product, then you may prosper. In today's media, nothing is guaranteed. The idea and or premise of a franchise seems to be something almost every single person in whom is creating a movie or a program or a certain type of television show is going for these days. But it does not necessarily mean that everyone is going to succeed at this nature. Look at Saints Row's franchise, for example, one of the podcast's very favorite video game franchises. But when that game came out in 2022, as much as we tried to like it, as much as we did like it, and as much as we really enjoyed playing the game, let's be real, nothing is ever going to match Saints Row 2 or Saints Row the 3rd. Absolutely outstanding physics, crazy game, and unique weapons that you quite frankly will never find in any other sort of game. The ragdoll physics made it an even extra fun level of delight to deal with. When we look at that and identify how the franchise was successful, there are no easy answers. There's no direct statement to identify specifically which franchise, how they specifically acquired their fans, or how they reached the renown that they did. Ultimately, whether it's Saints Row, whether it's Grand Theft Auto, whether it's Mortal Kombat, the reason why franchises get to the level that they do is because of the effort and the consistency that is put in part by not only the studio creators, the animators, the designers, the testers, everyone involved at the development level, but it also involves you. You are a very important part of the video game creation and distribution process. If you end up not liking a game, or you feel a certain particular way because of a studio release, or because of what type of information is coming out on said game before it releases, you owe it to yourself to give it a try. Franchises are not always good, More does not always necessarily mean better. For example, let's take a look at the Transformers franchise. Ugh, absolutely terrible. The absolute hilarious element of them thinking Shia LaBeouf was going to be a big movie star was one of the most hilarious things of the mid-2000s if you were around for it. Then, of course, you have the flop of a franchise that was the Pacific Rim franchise. First movie, excellent, outstanding. But then the second one just kind of fell off a cliff. And you have to ask yourself why. But of course, we look at the most egregious idea of franchises and sequels, and look no further than the Sharknado franchise. Not only did they do it in such a way that it was just expected to be ridiculous and ludicrous right from the get-go, but it was also done in such a way that it was done masterfully, creatively, and it made people smile. And with Mortal Kombat over the course of the past 34, 35 years, all the way from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat vs. Injustice, and just so much more. Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat XL, Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 1. All of these games have evolved so much over the course of the years. So much so that new Mortal Kombat movies were made in the past 5 years due to the popularity. And quite frankly, they are exquisite. They're pretty fun. Dear listener, if you are looking for more Mortal Kombat information, this will not be the last program that we touch base on them. However, feel free to look through our archive. Download the episodes in the Google Drive. The first 50 episodes of this program are available for free at the Google Drive linked in the episode's description. But in the future, be prepared for more Mortal Kombat discussion. And until you figure out exactly what it is that you want to eat today, or a beverage, simply look at your fridge and say, "Get over here!" Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. At the top of today's list, we promised you another top 5 list of our favorite iced coffees. Dear listeners, you better be prepared for at least another 10 to 20 programs with lists of iced coffees and iced espressos because they're just so yummy. But if we're looking at the context and the understanding of this list in particular, it is summertime. So there is a special focus on that, and let us dive right in. Coming in at number 5, we have the iced venti caramel macchiato from Starbucks. Coming in at number 4, we have the coconut and strawberry acai refresher from Starbucks, otherwise known as the modified pink drink. Coming in at number 3, we have the 24-ounce iced mocha from Maker Bean Cafe at Dufferin and Bloor in Toronto, Ontario. Coming in at number 2, for all of our international listeners, we have the iced mocha from Dunkin' Donuts. And of course, coming in at number 1, dear listeners, is the iced coffee that you make at home. What is your top 5 of iced coffees or iced espresso beverages? For the time being, email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Today's joke has been brought to you by the Cleric of Chaos. We often find ourselves going to restaurants wanting to try something new. Well, what happens if a skeleton goes to a restaurant? What does he order? Well, turns out the skeleton will order spare ribs. Today's Business Spotlight is brought to you by Chaos Realm Deutschland Venture Capital. Are you looking for an event planner? Are you a corporation looking for a consultant to reduce liability and to increase ROI? Look no further, for we here at CRDVC provide a litany of services both within the Toronto area and internationally through virtual and digital means. So, are you looking for an opportunity to find yourself a new market? Reach out today at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Our first business, ladies and gentlemen, is of course once again based in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and ships pretty much everywhere for their lovely, delicious chocolate. And we are of course referring to Oopsie's Chocolate once more. Oopsies_chocolate on Instagram. Make sure to bookmark the website for when you get that sweet craving and you just need something that is going to be decadent, delicious, and purely delightful. Oopsie's Chocolate is a small business based out of Ottawa, Ontario, and also has business in Toronto, Ontario, and pretty much ships all throughout Canada and internationally. Make sure you check in with the FAQ on the website to ensure that your country is somewhere that can be shipped to. Dear listener, chocolate is something that all of us, to a certain degree, have seen, experienced, and or tried at some point, so why not try a chocolate that is the product of a small business that cares a great deal about your output? Follow Oopsies_chocolate on Instagram and bookmark the website. Coming in at number 2, we, of course, dear listeners, once again have the W Burger Bar, the lovely location over at 10 College Street in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, open from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Sunday, each and every single day, happy hour specials from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. You cannot go wrong with anything that they have on the menu, whether it be a beverage or a food item of your choosing. $9.99 for an exquisite lunch special, which features a giant burger and a whole big plate of fries and drink. You cannot go wrong with that, especially in today's economy. Always looking for viable solutions for food. Give W Burger Bar a shot. You will not be disappointed. Coming in, right in swinging, we have Steve's Catering and Fries. Dear listeners, are you looking for a solution for your yummy snack hype time? No, we all are, dear listener, and I have the trick for you, because with the World Cup coming in and millions of people around the world watching, if you find yourself celebrating near Nathan Phillips Square, by all means, take advantage of a $2.50 hot dog, a $4 combo of hot dogs and fries. Take advantage of a $5 combo with a German sausage and fries and any one of their lovely chicken or beef dishes. You will not be disappointed. And if you cannot make it to Nathan Phillips Square, they also have catering services. So if you would like your event to be catered in one of the best ways possible, feel free to contact Steve's Catering. Get a hold of him over at Nathan Phillips Square and see exactly what they can do for you. And of course, dear listener, we are looking at the sun, as we understand that 24-hour breakfast is a vital tool and a vital system to have in any economy. And that is one of the reasons why we are focusing once more on Fran's lovely breakfast diner and rooftop bar located at 20 College Street in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is a facility that has one of the greatest ambiances and atmospheres ever known to any breakfast restaurant, diner, or lovely restaurant extraordinaire. Understand that if you want to have a steak and eggs while sitting on a roof and have pigeons constantly making beautiful sound around you and you can hear the sounds of the city, this is an absolutely lovely location for you to go. By all means, stop by, because they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's absolutely no time that will not meet them for you to have an outstanding meal and a great experience. If you would like your business featured on the Business Spotlight, email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Mortal Kombat is a franchise that has touched the hearts of millions over the course of 35 years as of this point. From the very early stages of the very first arcade game releasing in 1992, with developing beginning in 1990 and 1991 respectively, the game took the world by storm. It gave people a really unique, fun view into beat-em-up / fighting games that only Street Fighter had provided up until that point. Other NES games and Famicom games of that kind were only able to do so much with the graphic limitations that they had. It wasn't until the Sega Master Drive or the Super Nintendo that you saw the glorious 16-bit in all of its lovely, pixelated, pulchritudinous positivity. Over the course of the years, clearly, along with everything else, the Mortal Kombat franchise has evolved into something that would be considered a leviathan by today's standards. Multiple movies, multiple video games, comics, collectibles. It is an absolute testament to the dedication of John Tobias and Ed Boon and the entire NetherRealm Studios team over the course of the past 35 years that this franchise is not only still alive, but prospering. Next time you watch yourself a Mortal Kombat movie or you play a game, remember that life is not always going to end in a brutality. Sometimes it ends in friendship. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. The Cheating Death podcast has been brought to you by Nacht im Leben CRDVC, Cleric of Chaos, and where you can find all podcasts on all platforms. Please follow the program at youtube.com/@clericofchaos, youtube.com/@weallcheatdeath, and twitter.com/clericofchaos, and twitter.com/weallcheatdeath. And please follow all of our pinned profile friend, as well as our producers, directors, consultants, and many great people who make this program possible. If you are looking to support the program, you may do so with the links in the episode's description through a one-time donation or a regular frequent payment through Buy Me a Coffee. There are many ways for you to acquire merch, a cameo, and find out how to book a meeting for your upcoming entrepreneurial venture. You may find out more in the links in the episode's description as well. If you or anyone you know is experiencing psychiatric duress, extreme substance abuse withdrawal, gambling abuse, or anything that could be considered detrimental, and you are experiencing an emergency, please visit any one of the toll-free numbers listed in the podcasts and in the episode's description as well. You are not alone. You should not be made to feel that your situation is impossible to remove yourself from. Summertime is around, so dear listener, if you are looking to adopt a playful puppy or a cute kitten, please visit your local animal adoption rescue center. And rest assured, a playful puppy or a cute kitten is in your future. And again, we go through this each episode, but I want you to understand that life is not a one-track solution. There is no set line in this lovely game that we play. It is all up to us to ensure that each and every single choice and decision that we make is as best as possible. And if in the event that we do make a mistake, as inevitable as it is, that we do what we can to collect, pick ourselves up, and move forward. Remember, we're pulling for you. We're all in this together.